love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's McClain. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Rousseau. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Broncos are rolling down the field. They'll run play action. Under fire. That's caught. It's Williams. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. He'll sneak it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That makes the score UMass 7, Boise State 3.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They torch this defense with an explosive passing play. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hairston. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Minutemen can be very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's good. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. He's got him this time. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to throw. It's Hairston. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now the pitch. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offside. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for room. It's Rousseau. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Grab behind the line. It's good. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers, just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys in.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down UMass. New set of downs after the completion. The give out of the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown, UMass! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got room at the 35. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle, it's Rousseau. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Pucks it out of the air.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback, throwing a curl route into zone coverage. You've got to get the ball there quickly, and you saw the cannon this QB has.
The Broncos have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown Broncos. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in a half.
Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. At the 35, he's loose. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown Broncos! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The UMass offense returns to the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Got his man downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Houston. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll run the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quickly to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. A 1st down run on the doorstep, and they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minutemen! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fires to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's McClain. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Broncos have it with a 1st and goal.
221 wing, 221 wing.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Boise State! And the comeback is on. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
Nah, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy is explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the gap.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the... Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
That's reeled in. It's Houston. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quickly complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on...
Touchdown, UMass! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 4 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Broncos will hustle to the line. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
Tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on third down. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. This quarterback can be a hero, lead a drive to remember. Backed up, close to his own end zone in the fourth quarter. The give on the inside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Jones. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's McClain. Still running at the 40. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Broncos. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.